Hello and welcome to What's Map for Cities Skylines, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. There are thousands of items on the workshop now, so finding the right one for your next city build is a huge task. So each day, Monday to Saturday, we'll review some using our 5-star rating and the coveted seal of approval. So join me, fellow Skylines explorers, as we venture out to today's new land. Who am I? I'm BonBonB, and you are very, very welcome.
Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to What's Map, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. BonBon here. How are you doing? Now, I'm going to be honest with you, the thing I'm most excited about today is the asset review. Now, don't get me wrong, the map is actually really nice. It's beautiful, it's got a few flaws, obviously, but the asset review has got me very, very hyped. I'm also quite excited because on Monday, touch wood, everything being fair, I'll be able to release the promo, the trailer, for Skylines Talk Season 3, announcing all 4 guests in one go. So watch out for that one. It hasn't been done yet, but it's looking like it's going to happen. Right, let's get on with today's show, shall we? And today's map is Legend of Azarn Island by FGT Gattsu. And FGT Gattsu sounds like my first motorbike that I've yet to own. But if it was called a Gattsu, I'd be quite excited. There is your start square, and it looks pretty marvellous. I'm happy with that. And your resources look okay, actually. I think that looks a very playable map in terms of vanilla style play. Now, there are your islands. It's based on the fantasy map within a fantasy novel, and so that's what the map's actually based upon. Okay. Now, what do we need? Well, there's the Gula's grass and a few trees and bits. But if you look down the left-hand side there is a mention of a required tree pack. Now, I subscribe to all of those trees just to be safe, and there's a lot in there, probably too many. Question is, how many of them are actually used in this island? I don't know. Could be a lot. I've not done any checking. I'm too busy to check every single individual tree. But anyway, look at that. That's your map. Now, we're going to start with the roads. I'm going to be honest with you. The roads are the worst thing about this map, okay? Fortunately, there aren't that many of them. So, actually, you could probably demolish them, rebuild them in a fairly short amount of time. And, yeah, it'd be good. But anyway, yeah, you go. Suspension bridges here before one stops being suspension and the other one remains suspension, which seems odd. But okay, we'll let that go. And then we get to the end. One hits the land at the right level, and one hits the beach, and it's a bit saggy. Okay, and sort of like bends off there, so you're not entirely. It's a bit odd. And then also weird here. Like we've got 3 lanes on the left, and 3 lanes on the right, going into 4 lanes before dropping back down to 3 lanes. Before that seems weird as well. It just seems an odd mistake to make. An odd mistake to make. Sorry. Oh dear, my Italian is awful. I'm not even going to try it again. I say that, I probably will one day when I forget. And then anyway, looks really good until we get to the second bridge where we've got this and look at that, look, see? And with also a bit of jinky jankiness on the right hand side there, which is a bit strange as well, but never mind, okay. Then they're not level, and crossing like a very rocky pass there, and it's like rocks and it's quite low and there's double pillars there. I'll tell you what, we've got to be thankful this is not a shipping route, because if this was a shipping route there'd be absolutely no freaking chance of any ship making through this safely. And I'm just glad that Gattsu has decided not to put a shipping route through this, because it would be a disaster. Anyway, that's enough about me talking about shipping routes until after the asset review. Come back down to ground for a bit of a bump there. That could have been smoothed out substantially. And then we'll climb up here and bend off this way. And we're getting towards the start square. This isn't too bad. I mean, they do drift a little bit, these highways, but they're not too bad. Then we've got this bridge across the river. The flowing tidal river. Oh, it's not really tidal, is it? It's just gushing river. That's what I'm trying to say. And yeah, in terms of bridges, it's the amount of weight on that end there would probably be too much, and it'd probably crumble into the river and we'd all die. But other than that, it's a very nice bridge. And we'll roll down. Now, speaking of rolling, rockfall. Oops. Okay, and then we've got the beautiful Wishbone Junction, which is lovely, except for we all know now that these down ramps are too steep on the Wishbone, on the generic one. And you should grab that other one that we saw the other week. It looks really nice. Or just tidy it up using Move It, and it would look very, very nice indeed. So anyway, that's that. Guess what? Guess what? It's that asset review I was so excited about. Now remember Quad Rioters, who's currently gone into a little bit of sabbatical. Missing you already, Quad. Missing you already. I was surfing through trying to find something decent for the Quirky asset review, and I found this. Quads UNCF Division 1 by Quad Rioters. I just love this. I just love this. Each one of these is an individual asset. You don't have to like put so many down. I thought it'd be fun to build a little bit of a runway with surface painter and a few white dotted lines and whatever. But I think this is wicked. Absolutely. I mean, how are you going to use this in your city? I have absolutely no idea. Maybe part of a theme park or something like that. But for me, I just got excited because, wow, if that isn't the Quirky asset of the year, I don't know what is. Quads UNCF Division 1 by Quad Rioters, and that is today's asset of the day. Right, do you think it'd be a good idea if I'd got myself a factoid ready for today's Factoids? BrokenHill, Australia by pdelmo with Relight Average LUT. Okay, the Chinese didn't kiss until the practice was introduced by Westerners. Did you know that? The Chinese didn't kiss until it was introduced by Westerners, and they're still not very keen on it. Well, I'm not marrying a Chinese woman. I do like a bit of a snog me. It's been a long time. Okay. Flatworms sometimes reproduce by pulling themselves apart, and each part develops into a worm. Right. Oh, crikey. The Amazons believed that lame men made the best lovers, and consequently used to break the legs of their male captives. Oh dear. Brings another meaning to the word legless, I guess. Okay, Amazonia. Well, speaking of fictional lands, back to the Legend of Azarn Island by FGT Gattsu. This shipping route comes into the rocks, and but other than that, no, it's an island map, and there are shipping routes absolutely everywhere, including double routes here, which is quite nice actually. I quite like that. And it'll sort of enable you to do passes by the port. You don't have to have all the ships crashing into each other if they just need to go past. I like that. It's a nice move. Then, of course, we've got this pass and our little bridge there, where there isn't a shipping route apparently. Oops. Water flow. Okay, we've got a river on this island, which is pretty strong. That's the Start Square River. Very strong. Comes out to sea, pushes it right out, and then sort of like it will feed past these islands and like taper out into that area there. That should be okay, I think. And then over here, this has got like the volcanic flow out the top there, with water coming down both directions, feeding out into the ocean either way, and that's it. It's workable. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Now let's have a look at the best part of the map, which is the detailing and the design. I love it. Okay, there's a lot of rocks. Not keen obviously on the amount of water coming out the top of this volcano. It's not realistic. I'm putting it down as a fantasy map, and I'm not marking down well, it's a fantasy. It is literally a fantasy map. Okay, and so I'm not going to mark down based on my dislike of water coming out of waterfalls, because that's how it's supposed to be, even though it's dumb. And then we've got these ships. Now what these ships are trying to do, they're trying to get up that river. I mean, it's ludicrous. It's like moths to a light bulb, isn't it? It's like, oh, gotta get up that river to the volcano. It'd be a really good idea, wouldn't it? No, it would not. That would be just dumb as. Anyway, this is lovely. The beaches are beautiful. There's so many rocks and so many trees, and I just think that's really cool. We've got some old-fashioned prehistoric goalposts going on here. Very cool. And then lots of rock detailing under the water, which is just beautiful as well. And then we follow the beach round. We get to, it's the Essential Lighthouse. Now here we go. It's like moth to a light bulb. See, that trawler's been dragged in there, and it's like it just crashed up right next to the jetty. Now, is that jetty doubly enticing that ship to come and moor up and crash? I don't know. It seems a weird and wonderful thing, and I think it's funny. Okay, I just think it's funny. Okay, onwards and around the island. There's lots of, like I say, lots of rock detailing, and down here we've got the water outflow again. Loving the rock work there. Makes it look like the rocks have actually been pushed down. Although the river is a little bit gouged out, it's still good. And the rocks marking out the tiers here as well. So you've got like build plane, rocks. Not so much build plane here. If we take a better look for, oh, look, a castle. I missed that. Ooh, it's a castle. Yeah, okay, that's all right. It's simple. Nothing to special. There we go. See what I mean there? There you go. You've got build plane, rocks, build plane, rocks, build plane, rocks, build plane. It's pretty cool. Where were we? Let's have a look at some of the smaller islands, shall we? This one's pretty nice. You've got a double layer there as well. Nicely marked out tiers with the rocks again. Nice beaches. This one's probably a little bit too small, really. Do you know what? I think that first one, that one there, that's BonBon Island. If you're going to build something, could you do something for me there, like my mansion and sort of like maybe a casino, and or just keep out signs on the beach to keep people away? I'd love that. Then we're over to the main cluster of islands. This one has got like a little mini mountain in the middle. It's very rocky and very. Ah, look, another. How are you going to play football up there? That's a silly place to play football. Anyway, that's all good. And then across this little bit of water. Oh look, trees. Across this little bit of water, we've got this. This is a good size island. Very, very nice. You can do some good stuff with that. This one's once again down to the smaller size again. You can maybe do something quite nice on there also. Maybe that's your posh neighbourhood, your Malibu beach. And then, yeah. Oh, let's have a look at this one. We skipped over this one, didn't we, right at the beginning? And we got another one of those. Moth to a light bulb. Come on, ships. Come on, crash into my land. And then over here we have, yeah, this. Oh, another castle. This one's quite nice. It's, you know, it's unfinished, and I like that, actually. It doesn't actually have to be a things crumble away and get lost. And I don't be telling me to get lost. How dare you? And yeah, I just love this. I love this. And look at this river. Look at the flow coming out of there. Another one of those ships, and another one over this side, trying to get up the river. What are they trying to do? I don't understand. Lunacy. Anyway, we follow this river up, and we will get to the water source. And yes, I will moan about this water source. I'll let the volcano go, okay? I will. But this is just a gouge taken out of the top of a hill with rocks around it. And you could argue that's also supposed to be a volcano. I don't buy it, okay? That is just a reason to have water flowing. I like the rockfall there. That's cool. Like I say, the rock work on this map is superb, and I love it. I really do love it. They've gone to town and come back again with the rocks. Beautiful. And like I say, lots of good use of the trees as well. I would say it's very nicely decorated. Very nicely decorated, making it a very attractive map to look at. And because of that, I think it will score a half decent score. We'll come down here and have a look around this end of the map here. Nice little peak at the end there. We'll come back up here. You can build up the middle of the island. There's some build plane in the hills there. I like that too. Yeah. How am I going to score this thing? How am I going to score this thing? Well, I think aesthetically it's very, very nice. I don't think it's quite top drawer, and certainly your eyes are distracted by those roads. I think 4 stars for aesthetics is a fair score. Detailing, in some places it's between a 4 and a 5, but those roads are dreadful. Not the worst roads I've ever seen, and I can't give anything higher than a 3 for detailing because of them. And then for gameplay potential, yeah, I think you have a lot of fun with this, you know. I think you can have an awful lot of fun. Not unlimited, and you're still going to have to fix some things before you get started, but I think 4 stars is actually probably a fairly fair score there. So Legend of Azarn Island by FGT Gattsu. Can't give it my seal of approval, but it's damned close. If those roads had been better, and if there'd been a rail connection, do you know what? I think I would have done. Anyway, thanks for watching, commenting, liking and subscribing. Join me tomorrow. I should have a special out tomorrow, and then Monday for WhatsMap and the Skylines Talk announcement over on Patreon, where you can help vote for next Friday's map as well. That'd be amazing. Appreciate your help. And I'll see you then. Have a great weekend. And it's been my honour to have presented WhatMap to you today.